Hey folks, Connor from Nice Wheels here. Today we're really excited to review our newest addition to the lineup, the Lehe S1, a lightweight mini velo style electric bike. So in this review we'll talk about all the specs on the bike, we'll go through some of the features that it has to offer, and most importantly we'll talk about how it rides. So the Lehe S1 weighs in at a super light 36 pounds. A lot of that is attributed to the battery and motor setup that it has. So in the rear hub, you have a 240 watt geared, nominally rated hub motor. And then you also have a 36 volt, 5.8 amp hour battery. So that's going to contribute to the light weight of it. It's going to make it very portable and easy to carry up and down stairs. The S1 has a great low maintenance setup. So you do just have a single gear here with a freewheel on the back. And this is a very nice integrated motor with the 5-spoke magnesium wheels. So front and rear, you have magnesium wheels, super low maintenance, never gonna go out of true. Also helps keep the bike lightweight and just overall gives it a nice look as well. These are 20-inch wheels on the bike and they have a tire width of 1.75 with plenty of clearance on both the front and back ends of the bike that you could upgrade those tires to different aftermarket tires if you wanted to. 20 by 1.75, kind of the standard in the folding bike industry. So it's definitely pretty easy to find replacements for this if you ever wanted to. We of course have all the stock tires available at our shop as well. Moving up towards the front of the bike, you also have a couple nice features. There's a small bit of suspension in this fork. You get a little bit of travel on that kind of front coil shock here, so that's going to help dampen the vibration in the road, help you take those hits in the road a little bit easier. You do have a battery-powered front light, so that's running independent from the main battery, but I believe it's just AA batteries. You can open up the flap and just change those out whenever you need to. The bike also comes with some nice mechanical disc brakes. Those are Tektro calipers on there. And that's going to give you plenty of stopping power. These are 160 millimeter rotors. So for a 20-inch wheel, plenty of stopping power to keep you safe. So moving on over to the underside of the bike, you have a couple controls here. Really, it's just your on and off switch, which you can just switch over that way. You do have your charge port down here as well. And then this little block over here is actually a Bluetooth speaker. So while you're riding, you can play music, you can play your navigation if you need to. And this way you'll keep your ears free instead of using headphones so you can hear the traffic around you. Another nice feature that can keep you safe on the roads. So a nice design point on the S1 is the location of the battery and just how nicely integrated everything is into this custom frame. So the battery door is just sitting on the top of the top tube here. So you can just kind of pull that out and it just snaps right off. And then the battery has a little bit of a handle here that you can just kind of pull and release that to pull it out of the frame. These batteries are extremely light, only a couple pounds because they are a 36 5.8 amp hour battery. But you can charge it on or off the bike, so you do have that port on the bottom. If you want, you can also just plug it in directly to the end of the battery here. And a nice thing about these being so lightweight is that you can put extra ones in your backpack. So if you are out on the roads or if you do need a little bit more range, it's very easy just to grab another one from your bag, pop it in, and off you go. So another really unique feature about this bike is how you get the pedal assist to engage. Now, most bikes in this price point are going to have what's called a cadence sensor, and that's just going to be sensing for motion in the cranks. So it's not quite as responsive as a torque sensor, but this bike has a really unique torque sensor in it in the bottom bracket itself. So it's extremely responsive. As soon as you put pressure on the pedals, that motor is engaging. So it really brings an extremely fluid ride to the bike and just makes it really fun and natural to use. So moving on up to the display, you can see how nicely integrated it is into the stem of the bike. So really great design feature there. Keeps it in a good location that's not too difficult to look at and just makes it accessible. This is a backlit display, which is always active, so you can ride with it at night if you want to and have no issues seeing what you need to see on the screen. You have your speed that's going to be displayed as the largest number there and a nice 5-bar battery gauge. And then the operation of the display is pretty simple. You just have these two buttons here. One's going to toggle through your pedal assist, so you have 3 different modes you can select, or 0 if you want no assistance. And then you also can scroll through different readouts on the bottom here. Between the 3, you just have your trip time, your trip distance, which is going to reset every time you turn the bike on and off, and then your odometer miles, total distance that the bike has traveled. So the ride on the S1 is incredibly responsive, and that's both due to the torque sensing bottom bracket that gives you really proportional pedal assist, but also the way the frame geometry is designed actually makes it a really comfortable and good handling bike to ride. The bike definitely feels a little bit zippier, and that's due to the short chainstay that it's got on there. So it does make it feel like there's a bit more torque. You also have those smaller wheels getting propelled by that motor. So it is going to help feel a little zippier. It's definitely got a good sensation to it as far as the fun factor of the bike. Mechanical disc brakes is always a great feature on any electric bike for extra safety. Those motor cutoff levers are going to help with safety as well. And the lightweight of the bike and just the unique frame design is really a huge draw to this bike. It's incredibly easy to carry this bike upstairs, so perfect for a city setting where you may have to walk it up a few flights of stairs. It's not going to be a big hassle. Really lightweight, easy to lock this bike up as well, since you do have a pretty much open frame design there. And overall, the actual ride quality and handling of the bike is excellent for a city. The smaller wheels make the bike a bit easier to handle if you're weaving through some cars and traffic. It's a great bike to get around New York City. Another great thing about it is that it's really easy to swap batteries out, so don't get too discouraged that it comes with a pretty small battery. You can always purchase a second one, and they're extremely easy to carry in a backpack. They're so lightweight, it won't add a lot of stress on your body if you're carrying it in the backpack. So if you need to go a little further, it's something that's pretty easy to accomplish with this bike. The S1 comes in a few different color options. We have this yellow here. We also have white and silver. Overall, the Lehe S1 is a feature-rich, lightweight, and nimble commuter bike, great for cruising your city in. Thanks so much for watching our review of the Lehe S1. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as well as turn on those notifications to let you know when we release new videos.